Shalom, 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 Yashala. This your boy, Brother Samuel, or Shamuel, back at you with another quick edifying video. Right, today's lesson is going to be called The Lord Doesn't Care About Your Opinions. Right, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. I want to say Halal, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, Qadash, which is all praises, right? So Halal Yahawah, right, which is all praises to the Heavenly Father, whose name is Yahawah, and His only begotten Son's name, who you ignorantly call Jesus, whose name is Yahawashi, right, and the Holy Spirit, which is the Rawchaa Qadash, right? Double honors the apostles and elders, a great millstone from Tahar on down, who have ruled well through the Spirit and have fed and edified the sheep in these last days, and have pushed this gospel and this truth to the four corners of the earth. So like I said, today's topic is going to be called The Lord Doesn't Care About Your Opinion, right? And this is, one of the a main factor that people got to understand, right? The Lord doesn't care about your opinion. He could care less about your opinion, and I'm going to go over it. So what I want to do right now is just go over the definition of opinion, right? You look it up. It says, opinion, a view or judgment formed about something, not necessarily based on fact or knowledge, right? It says the beliefs or views of a large number or majority of people about a particular thing. It says an estimation of the quality or worth of someone or something. It says a formal statement of advice by an expert on a professional matter. This says for law, it says a formal statement of reason for a judgment given. It says a lawyer's advice on the merits of a case, right? So when you go to the first one, it says a view or judgment formed about something, not necessarily based on fact or knowledge, right? It's your opinion, and I know, a lot of times, when, especially, when brothers was first going out and teaching, people would come up, and people would ask, about our opinion, and it's like, our opinion doesn't matter in this aspect, we thus saith Bahasham Yahawashi, so, ultimately when you think about it, hey, the Lord doesn't care about your opinion, so, matter of fact, let me see. That's Salakia. I'm gonna get into Salakia. I just gotta try to look this up real quick. Let me see. Okay, so like I said, the Lord doesn't give a damn about your opinion, and a lot of people they get mad or they get offended about that, right? Because the Lord doesn't care about your opinion, right? The Lord does not care about your opinion, right? And we can go into a couple of scriptures and chop it up. So let's just see what we got, right? Let's see. Let's go to okay, let's go to the book of Proverbs, right? And like I say, this is not going to be too long. Just want to get a couple things. Proverbs, right? This is my first one, 3 and 5. And it reads, this is Proverbs, the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 5. It says, trust in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi with all thine heart and lean not into thy own understanding, right? The scriptures clearly tell you not to lean into your own understanding. What is your understanding? Your own understanding is your own opinion. Your own opinion. The Lord doesn't care about that, right? It says, trust in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi with all thine heart and lean not unto thine own understanding. It says, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. It says, be not wise in thine own eyes, fear Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, and depart from evil. Right? And that's what we got to understand. Right? We can't sit here and put our trust in our own opinion. The Lord doesn't care about your opinion. He could care less about, the opinion of man. The Lord has given directions on what to follow, right? And that's what you do, right? Who are you, right? The scriptures call you dirt and ashes. The scriptures call you clay. What is clay to the potter, right? Who makes it? Who forms it, right? What is your opinion, to the creator that formed you of what you are, right? Your opinions mean nothing, right? And let's get that, right? Let's get into it. Let's go to the book of Sirach. And I know we kind of touched bases on this when we were out teaching, So some of these are going to be some of the same ones, This is Ecclesiasticus, or the book of Sirach, chapter 3 and verse number 24, right? It says, for many are deceived by their own vain opinion, and an evil suspicion have overthrown their judgment, right? So many people they get deceived by their own vain opinion, right? Their own vain opinion. A lot of people they get deceived, right? And it says an evil suspicion have overthrown their judgment. And that reminds me of the other precept that my Ak Yermayan had brought out. Let me see if I can find it. I know it's in the book of Proverbs, right? But many people have been deceived by their own vain opinion. Their own vain opinion, right? Proverbs. Let me see. Let's see. It is here we go. Salaki. Call Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, right? Because many people the Lord doesn't give a damn about your opinion, right? And people always have opinions, right? And what I know there's an old saying. It's like opinions are like as I ain't gonna say it, Salakia. All right, let's just get to it. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 25. It says, there is a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death, right? How many people have been deceived by their own opinion, right? To the point where it has cost them their life, right? Because they thought in their mind, that everything was good. Hey, I'm gonna get in this car, man. I ain't gonna put my seatbelt on, and hey, I've been doing all this stuff, right? It says there is a way that seemeth right unto a man, right? But the end thereof are the ways of death, right? Because you have been deceived by your own vain opinion, right? And a lot of our people, right, their judgment is clouded, right? Because they polluted their body, through these vain philosophies, through drugs, through alcohol, whatever it may be, to the point where they have basically corrupted their mind, and it has overthrown them, right? So it says there is a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death, right? The ways of death. How many people they thought this was the right way to do it, right? And have ended up in the grave, right? In Sheol, So this is why I say the Lord doesn't care about your opinion, doesn't care about your opinion. Like the parable that Yahawashi was talking about the rich man who wanted to basically gather as much stuff into his barn, right, the food, so he can just chill and relax, right? And what did it say? It says, thou fool, this night I require thy soul from thee. You know, because you had in your vain opinion that you was going to live it up and do it. Hey, now, and the Lord said, I'm just paraphrasing. Now I'm going to give it to somebody else. Now who's it going to be now? Right? Because your own vain opinion, had got you thinking that this was, it seemed right to you, right? But at the end thereof are the ways of death. Okay? Let's go to 1 Corinthians, right? Because a lot of people too, you get a little knowledge and wisdom, and you think you know everything, right? And the scriptures tell you about that, man. Like I said, your opinion means nothing to Yahawashi, right? This is 1 Corinthians chapter 8, verse 2. It says, if any man think he knoweth anything, he knoweth nothing yet as he ought to know, right? So just when you think you know something, right? Just when you think you know something, you don't know nothing at all. When you think about it, you don't know anything at all. Your wisdom is nowhere near the wisdom of Yahawashi, right? Your opinions of well, I believe we should do this, or I think we should do this, right? Especially when it comes to these scriptures, there's wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, right? A lot of people get caught up like that, and they think that, that they know more than Yahawashi, right? And they don't know, right? It says, if any man think that he knoweth anything, he knoweth nothing yet as he ought to know, right? A lot of people, they don't know. They don't know, right? And because their opinions have clouded their judgment, right? And a lot of people, because of their emotions, because of, the things that they were taught, right? It clouds their judgment, and then they have opinions about the situation, right? These scriptures, they are what they are. The Most High, right, has set up these law, statutes, and judgments, has set up this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding for you, for understanding, right? Let's get that real quick. What is it? Let's go to it. Deuteronomy, right? Chapter 4 and verse number 5. It says, behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as Yahawah, Bahasham, my power, commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. It says, keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this is a great nation. Surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people, right? So these are the things that were set up for us, right? It's not about what your opinion is. The Lord does not care about your opinion. He doesn't care about how you think you're supposed to do it, right? And that's why our people are destroyed, right? You go to the book of Hosea, man, right? Because they want to think about their own vain opinion, right? This is Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. It says, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, right? Because you wanted to reject the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, right? That would make you, in the sights of these other nations, a wise and understanding people, right? It says, because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no more priest to me, seeing that thou hast forgotten the law of the Most High. I will also forget thy children. And that's why we have a generation after generation after generation of just folks who don't give a damn, and it's all about their opinion, right? And it's all about it's about that self this, self that, me, I spirit. Well, my opinion is, I don't care, but I believe, the Lord doesn't care about that. The Lord doesn't care about that. But you know what? This has been going on, since we came out of Egypt, right? Let's get this, right? Let's go to the book of Exodus, chapter 16 and verse 28. As soon as they stepped out of of Egypt, right? Our people, man, the so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the Israelites, right? Y'all was already into your own opinion, This is Exodus chapter 16 and verse 28. And it says, and Yahawah said unto Moses, how long refuse ye to keep my commandments and my laws? You know, the people, they just, they don't get it, right? The people continue, they was complaining. They was complaining about Moses. They was complaining about Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, right? You gonna leave us out to die? We could have been slaves. We would have been good. If you just left us in Egypt, blah blah. You bring us out here to die. Like, that's how our people are, man. Right, with their own opinion. The Lord said, "Lean not unto your own understanding." Don't lean on your opinion. Don't lean on what you believe. He said, "Put your trust in Him." It said, "Trust in Yahawashi with all thine heart, and lean not into your own understanding." Right? And that's where our people, they can't seem to get right, And ultimately, that's what Yahawashi is looking for, right? Is someone who's going to put their trust, all their chips, all their marbles, right, their whole heart into Yahawashi, But yeah, since we stepped out of Exodus, man, our people have been just a rebellious people, and all about themselves and their vain opinions, Let's get let's go to Second Esdras, right? Second Esdras 7, right? Second Esdras 7, and like I said, the Lord doesn't give a damn about your opinion, right? This is Second Esdras chapter 7, and I'm gonna start at verse 20. It says, "For there be many that perish in this life, because they despise the law of the Most High that is set before them. For the Most High have given straight commandment to such as came, what they should do to live, even as they came, and what they should observe to avoid punishment." Right? He set up he set up these straight, no chaser. This is what it is, right? But what do our people do? Well, I don't believe the Lord really wants me to do. I don't believe, I don't believe the Lord would, he wouldn't be like that. See, that's your own vain opinion, right? The Lord has set up this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, has set up these scriptures to let you know, his thoughts and his opinions. That's what matters at the end of the day, right? How he feels. Because guess what? You're going to get judged based on what he has written down for you. You know what I mean? So he can give a damn about your opinions, man. Right? But our people don't get it, and they don't understand. Right? It says, "Nevertheless, they were not obedient unto him, but spake against him, and imagined vain things." Right? They imagined those vain opinions, those vain things about what they believe and what should happen. And that's, you even when you got children, right? And they think they know better, right? They think they know better, right? Because they've grown a little bit, and they think they know everything, but they know nothing, right? Just like 1 Corinthians 8 and 2. If any man think that he knoweth anything, he knoweth nothing yet as he ought to know, right? And like when you were in your 20s, or even in your teens, when you felt like nobody could tell you nothing, that you knew everything, right? You knew everything. And guess what? You realize as you get older, you didn't know nothing at all. You was like a fool out there, man. Right? And that's why I say the Lord doesn't care about your opinions, right? Let's get this. Let's go to Salakia. Let's go to First Corinthians chapter 3 and verse number 19, right? It says, "For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High." right? And that's what we got to understand, man. The wisdom and the knowledge, you think you got all these book smarts, and you went to school, you got this degree, you got that degree. Hey, you went to the damn seminary school, and you got taught by Esau and his philosophies about what's in these scriptures, right? It says, for the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High. For it is written, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness. I believe that, God, he knows what's in my heart, and I speak to him in my heart, and this, that, and the. No, man. No. Right? The Lord doesn't give a damn about your opinions. Right? It says, and again, the Lord knoweth the thoughts of the wise, that they are vain. That they are vain. Right? It said the hearts of men are desperately wicked. Right? Let's get that. Matter of fact, let's just go to Mark 7 and 21. Right? It says from within out of the heart, right? The heart being in the mind of men proceed evil thoughts, adulteries, fornications, murders, thefts, covetousness, wickedness, deceit, lasciviousness, an evil eye, blasphemy, pride, foolishness. All these evil things come from within and defile the man, right? This is what's in your mind. This is what's in your opinion. A lot of times you can't even control your own thoughts. You see something and evil thoughts will come into your head, right? The Lord, listen, what is your opinion matter at the end of the day, right? And that's why I say the Lord doesn't care about your opinions. Right? He doesn't care about your opinions. Because, what in the hearts of men, right? In the minds of the men, you have all these evil and wicked thoughts, man. Right? And all these things is you just want to be made, thought of as wise in this world. Right? And we just read that the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High. Right? Let's go to the book of John. John chapter 12. In verse number 43, and it says, for they love the praise of men more than the praise of the Most High. That's how our people are, man, right? They, they get on, the unicorn, they get on YouTube, right? And they'll have their own vain opinions about what they believe, right? And they get the likes, the likes, and, you get the comments in the section. Oh man, that was amazing. Yeah. Oh yeah. A whole opinion based thing, man. A whole opinion based, you could do a whole opinion based lesson about whatever, man, like the vain stuff of this world, right? And people they attract because their own wicked minds cleave to that thing, cleaves to that thing, right? And but it's all for the praise of men, and it's not for the praise of Yahawashi, right? And that's what we got to understand, that like I say, the Lord doesn't give a damn about your opinion. The Lord has like he said, he had straight commandments, has given straight commandments to such as came that what they should do to live, right? I told you what you got to do, but you want to have your own opinion, then you go out there, right? And guess what? You're going to go back up to the spirit world, right? If you keep messing around, you keep thinking that your opinions is going to matter in this thing, let's get this, right? Because right now, we're in this time where, like I say, the Lord is sifting out, all the wicked, all the folks who, don't want to, do this thing with their whole heart and their whole mind, This is John 4 and let's go to 23, right? It says, but the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father, right, Yahawah, in spirit and in truth. For the Father seeketh such to worship him. The Most High is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. Right? That's how he wants you to worship him. Right? Not how you think how you feel that you should worship him. That's not what he said, right? It said the Most High is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth, right? It's not about what your opinion is, and the time has come at this point where the true worshipers are standing up and they're doing what Yahawashi asked them to do, and he's asked you to hear his son, right? And his son, Yahawashi, right? Not Jesus, right? Came with the commandments of the Most High. He came with the words, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Most High, So, like I could continue to say, the Lord doesn't care about your opinion, The Lord wants you to do what he asked you to do. Nothing less. Nothing less, right? It says, let's get this. Stay in the book of John, right? John, let's go to Salakia, John chapter 8, and let's go to verse 31, right? It says, then say Yahawashi to those Jews which believed on him, if ye continue in my word, then are ye my disciples indeed, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free, right? We have to put our trust in Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, right? We got to put our trust in the Father through the Son, Yahawashi, right? We have to have our faith in these last days, right? You can't base it on your own vain opinion. Your own vain opinion is not going to get you salvation, right? But putting your trust and your faith in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, right? And do what he asked you to do, right? That's going to get you salvation, at the end day. Let's get this, right? Let's see. So it said, he which believed on me, right? Like Yahawashi said, what is that? John 10 and what do I want? 27, right? This is John chapter 10, verse 27. It says, my sheep hear my voice. I know them and they follow me, right? And it says, and I give unto them eternal life, and they shall never perish, neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand. So Yahawashi said his sheep hear his voice. And he says, I know them and they follow me. We follow him. How do we follow him? Through these scriptures, through this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, right? Through the Rawchaa Qadash, right? The Holy Spirit, we follow, right? And, so when people ask about your opinion, right, we need to be like, who is it? Micah, right? Let's get that, right? Let's go to 1 Kings chapter 22 and verse number 14, right? And it says, and Micah said, as Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi liveth, what Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi saith unto me, that will I speak, right? So if when people come up and they want to ask us our opinion, on anything, right? We go to the scriptures because our opinion doesn't matter. The only opinion that matters is Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi's opinion at the end of the day, right? I can have a whole other opinion. It doesn't matter, and it doesn't matter to you at the end day, right? What matters is this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, right? This is what's going to get you, your salvation, your faith, and your trust in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. That's what's going to get you through. Not my opinion about what I think and what's going on at the end of the day, right? That's why I'm reiterating that the Lord doesn't care about your opinion, okay? I got one more. Let's go back to the book of John, right? John chapter 8 and verse number 12. And it says, then spake Yahawashi again unto them, saying, I am the light of the world. He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life, right? This is the opinion that you should be, that matters, right? This is the opinion that matters, right? This is what I believe, and or my opinions, I should say, doesn't matter, right? With your opinions, it doesn't matter. The only opinions that matter are these scriptures, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, right? This is what matters at the end of the day, right? This is what we must follow, right? Not the cares of this world, not what we believe, right? Because one of those definitions in opinion, it said something that a group of people have agreed on, right? If a whole group of people could have the same vain opinion, right? It's void at the end of the day, right? Because it's not of the truth, right? This wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. This is the truth. This is the way. This is the opinion that matters at the end of the day, right? So with that, and like I say, a lot of people get offended. They get offended by the scriptures, by the doctrine that's taught, right? This is the truth, And if you're offended by the truth, Yahawashi said that, if you're offended by me, you're offended by the Father, then hey, you didn't believe. You're not a believer, So if you don't have, you know, uh, if you don't believe in the scriptures and you have your own opinion about what the scriptures say what they say, right? You can't change what it says, right? This is written down, right? This was written for our learning, like the scriptures say. These things were written for our learning, for our wisdom, and this is what we must follow, right? It's not following your own opinion, man, right? I don't want to follow my own opinion. I want to follow Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. That's what matters at the end day, right? So with that, I hope this has been edifying, right? I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. I want to say Yahawah, Bahasham Mashiach Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa Qadash. Peace and blessings to the 12 tribes scattered abroad. A mighty shalom to the hopeful elect, man. Stay strong, stay faithful, right? Stay in the words of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, right? What does it say? Proverbs 3 and 5, right? Trust in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi with all thy heart and lean not unto thy own understanding. Don't lean into your own understanding, right? That's gonna lead you to death and destruction, man. You need to put your trust in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Okay? And with that, I say, Shalom.